Traffic expected on the N3 between KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng. This as thousands of holidaymakers travel to various destinations in time for Christmas. Well, let's get an update. We are joined on the line by N3 Toll Concession Operations Manager Thania Dhoogra. Very good afternoon to you, Thania. Thanks for joining us. Well, Thania, if you can hear me, walk us through what the situation is currently looking like on the N3 as we're speaking.
Well, at present, we are processing about 1,000 vehicles an hour in each direction. That's both northbound towards Gauteng as well as southbound towards KwaZulu-Natal. We've seen quite busy volumes throughout the day thus far, but it seems like it's tapering off now.
Thania, has there been any major incidents reported so far?
Not thus far today. I'm very happy to report. Traffic has been flowing undisrupted.
All right, so we obviously also know that today, obviously 80% chance of showers and thunder showers expected in the province. I wonder, based on this weather patterns, what advice can you be giving motorists at this point who are already on the roads, those who are yet to leave to enter the province?
Well, our advice to them would be to please drive defensively, and by that I mean adjust your driving style to the prevailing conditions. That would most often mean slowing down, increasing your following distances, and making sure that you have their headlights on. Also, if visibility is really bad, then stop in an area where it's safe to do so until it is safe for you to continue on your journey.
Thania, are you able to comment on the vaccination sites along the routes? Are there any campaigns to encourage those who have not taken the jabs to do so?
I don't have specifics because that obviously is being run by the Department of Health, but I am aware that there were some initiatives being done to offer vaccinations at specific points on the route.
Okay, so as we're speaking about compliance, particularly during this COVID-19 pandemic, what measures have been put in place to ensure that people do comply with the regulations, especially as there is still a curfew in place?
Well, the biggest thing is that there's partnership with law enforcement, and they're highly visible on the route, ensuring compliance. And that's compliance from a driver perspective as well as a vehicle perspective, but it's holistic compliance, ensuring that drivers are not being negligent, not being reckless, not driving under the influence, and obviously that they are following the protocols, especially when it comes to public transport, for example.
Absolutely. Thania, let's also conclude this conversation perhaps by just looking at the high holidays. What plans have been put in place for this holiday weekend?
Well, we're expecting that the traffic is going to ease up, and we will be putting in place increased plans for the coming Monday, particularly with an increase expected on Van Riemen's Path in a northbound direction. But that doesn't mean that anybody is easing up their efforts. You know, all of the efforts from law enforcement, emergency services, N3TC's route services, all of that is in place, and everybody is fully prepared to deal with the conditions as they arise.
Thania Dhoogra, it's always a pleasure chatting to you. Thank you very much for making time. Again, the N3 Toll Concession Operations Manager, Thania Dhoogra, giving us an update on the traffic flows. Again, as we heard, heavy traffic expected on the N3 until tomorrow.